What's going on, everyone? Designedcoma here. Welcome back. And the gameplay you're watching is me playing some Black Ops 3. So, are you waiting for one? Are you holding off on buying an Xbox One right now? A lot of people actually are. They are waiting for the Xbox One S or the Project Scorpio to launch. We all know Xbox One S is going to launch this August, and I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for that one to come out. To be honest with you, I'm interested in the Xbox One S, but I'm going to get into something else that may be kind of curtailing the sales of Xbox Ones, and I really think they're not. I don't think they're going to sell as many Xbox One S's as they are hoping to. So the article talks about how their revenues decreased 152 million, about 9%, but we all know Microsoft, I almost said Sony, Microsoft doesn't really give out their projections when it comes to the sales of their consoles. But I mean, it looks like the hardware revenue decreased a whopping 33%. Microsoft said mainly due to the decline in consoles sold and lower prices of consoles sold, is what they're saying. And it looks like it doesn't come as a little surprise in the context of their E3 announcement of the Xbox One S, and of course Project Scorpio, which will be coming out eventually at some point in 2017. So it looks like, yeah, the revenue's low. It said they enjoyed higher revenue in terms of Xbox Live subscribers, which, I don't know, it seems a little weird. Maybe it's just people resubbing or re-upping in terms of that. I don't really know. And of course, there's a lot of kids that are out of school, so that could be an increase, a reason for the increase. I'm really just guessing there. I'm kind of shooting from the hip, but I'm thinking a little bit logically that a lot of the times some parents may not re-up their kids' Xbox Live, mostly because of school. And it's probably not every parent, but it just seems a little bit logical to me. It's probably a really small number too, so don't put a whole bunch of eggs in that basket either. But I do have something else that I want to talk about that I feel like a lot of people are holding off on in terms of whether they're buying an Xbox One or if they in fact are waiting for an Xbox One S. I guess if I had an Xbox One on my radar, I'd be waiting for an Xbox One S. But here's another thing though, because Microsoft is going multi-platform when it comes to their software. So I have another article here. I'll have a link in the description for both of these, but I do have another article here where they talk about how, it basically talks about how Microsoft may have crippled Xbox with its Play Anywhere program. Now this has to do with the fact that you'll be able to play Xbox games on Windows 10 and you'll have cross-play between Xbox and PC. So that's kind of where I'm at this point. To me, it almost seems pointless to buy a single Xbox console, whether it's the One, whether it's the S or Project Scorpio. Really, if your computer is decent enough and good enough, I really see no need to buy the console. I honestly don't. And I know I've talked about this in other videos because, to be honest with you, I really don't see the need. And when I talked about this, it wasn't even being talked about at that time. This is the first article I've come across really talking about how the announcement of the Play Anywhere could potentially hurt the console sales. To me, it seems like it would. It's not like you have to have a super beast of a computer to be able to play some of these games. You honestly don't. And in order to really have the great graphics and stuff, yeah, you probably have to have a pretty decent computer, something that's going to be able to give you those graphics that you're looking for. But at the same time, they're just games, and all they really need is the right amount of RAM, the right CPU, and at least some kind of decent graphics. It doesn't have to be anything amazing to be able to play games on your PC. Now, there are those games out there that you do have to have a really good, powerful computer in order to play. To be honest with you though, I just don't really see a need to go out and buy a console when I can just buy the game and play it on my PC with my friends on Xbox Live. I just don't really see the need for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like, favorite, subscribe, and I will check you in the next one.